Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Black Rose Society, a game of swashbuckling action, suspenseful intrigue, and Matushka issues, all set in the world of 7th. My name is Dan McCurdy. I'll be your storyteller this evening. You can find me at RevDMC247 on TikTok, YouTube, Blue Sky, and if you find me anywhere else, don't tell the producers. I really don't like their disappointed look. I will allow my players to introduce themselves, starting with Arnau.
Hi, my name is Chandler. I play Arnau Cicero, the swashbuckling merchant prince kinda person who may cause a decent amount of problems. And you can find me on some places online somewhere if you search for me hard enough. Pass it over to Demetrius.
Hey everyone, I'm Eric Bell Comedy on all the socials. I'm playing Demetrius Penn, the mercenary from Poldachi, who feels like consequences are coming this episode, and we'll see how it goes. Slide it over to my boy Ryan.
Hey everybody, I'm Ryan. I go by Darth Caustic on most socials, including TikTok and Blue Sky. You can find me under Dark Domain RPGs on Twitch and the YouTubes. And I'm legally required to tell you that I will choose violence in Monopoly. But tonight I'm playing Jarl Asgir Ironhand, future High King of the Maw, and don't let anybody at this table tell you different. But now it's Verity's turn.
Hi, I am Rage Mouse on the things, both with and without an E on the end. And I am Verity Laris Victoire Couteau, a duelist, a courtier. And have you heard the news of Matushka?
Hello, everybody. I am Kelsey. You can find me at FarmGrown Nerd on most socials. Usually, when I have the time, I don't know, life is busy, it's crazy. I am playing Nicoletta von Richter this evening, the Hexenwache of our group.
All right. In our previous episode, the group had arrived in Usura, in the capital city of Pavtolo, where they were looking for yet another one of the star maps, which so far they had always managed to find under the various ruling palaces and castles and other such buildings in the various locations where they had found them. After spending a little bit of time at an inn, they received word that there was currently a political struggle going on in the city, battle between two who were claiming the role of Tsar of Usura and sort of slow playing it, waiting for the approval of Matushka, the Witch of the Woods, which they had, most of them, encountered in the previous episode before that, and had good reason to understand, yet you don't want to cross this one. Getting into the palace, they managed to meet Katharina, the sorry, one second while I pull up my notes. Katharina, the ruling czar in the castle, one of the two who was claiming the title, who was unaware of the star map. However, as they were getting to figure out what was going on, they met Mikhail Rasilov, the priest and manager of the chapel, the brother, as he referred himself, as none would claim a title higher than that at the risk of alienating Matushka. And he showed them a passage that would lead them underneath and into catacombs and labyrinth, which he believed, if the star map was present, it would be led to. Along the way, they came across Domovoy, a Leshy who Verity had been told to seek out and help if she could. He kept asking her some rather awkward questions that she didn't feel like answering in front of everyone else, and things were going forward. And as they went deeper and deeper into the labyrinth, they found a room that seemed to have a mosaic on it that was movable, by which they could rank the different sorceries. They made a guess at this, and when the pieces of the puzzle came together, suddenly blood started flowing into the room. But just before then, Demetrius, perceiving an opening in one of the chamber walls, saw one of the gems that had been stolen from his stash back in Freiburg, and reaching for it, suddenly he was gone. And when the rest of the group was looking around to figure out what they were going to do with this chamber slowly filling, apparently with blood, he was nowhere to be found. We are going to start with Arnau, Asgir, Nicoletta, and Verity. You are in this chamber, covered in mosaic. Blood is bubbling up from underneath you and very quickly starting to fill the chamber, which, as you look around, seems to be entirely sealed. And there is no sign of Demetrius to be seen. What are we doing?
Panicking.
How does Arnau panic? Like, what does panicking Arnau look like in this situation?
You ever seen a rogue Muppet?
Yeah, actually, yeah, that's probably, looking at the ground. Why is it bleeding? Why is everything bleeding? Shaking Nicoletta. Can you make it stop bleeding?
Nicoletta, you're being shaken by Arnau.
She reaches forward and falls and slaps him across the face. Get yourself together!
Arnau, I'm going to call that one minor wound.
Okay. That's fair. That's a good way to start this episode.
Pull yourself together. Looking around, is there any indication of how to stop this bleeding?
Let's see. Go ahead and give me your wits and notice. This is a time-based risk.
Mm-hmm. 1, 2, 3, 4. Where's my attitude? There it is.
3. On a 3, you are looking around, and as you are looking at everything, you see that a number of the mosaics have actually clicked up, and the blood seems to be pooling out from underneath those. Sort of similar to like the push and pull plugs in sinks, like they've all raised, and the blood seems to be coming out of them.
Okay. She'll run over and start try to stomp on one, see if it actually will it go down, or is it just going to be stuck?
As you step on it, it goes down, and as you lift your foot, it rises up again.
Demetrius, ask it. Demetrius?
Nowhere to be seen.
String of ice and curses. We need to close all of these drains. And she'll point out all the tiles where they've lifted up.
Asgear, quick thinking, like taking his axe to pry stones out of the wall that are fairly hefty, just slamming them on top of these things.
Unfortunately, this is actually a very well-made chamber. It's all paneling and stuff around. There's no just rocks. You're not in a cave. You're in a Cyrna labyrinth.
Yeah, no, I assume they're like stone block. They're carved.
Yeah, there's carvings, but not like pull it out of the wall and it comes. Like we're talking some serious masonry to get these things out.
Well, for the sake of the comedy relief option, going to start doing the thing where like slams one down with a hand, slams another down with a foot, reaches as far as he can for another.
All right, you are able to close 4. There's 4 in reach. As the blood is continuing to lift up, you know this. You're not going to be able to bless. Eventually, it's going to get over your head this way. But you've closed 4 of the.
Fix the thing. Fix the thing. Fix the thing.
Nicoletta's pushing down more of the others, still looking around, trying to find a solution. I'm not sure what else to do.
As you close, you have now significantly slowed the flow. Asgear, what is your notice?
1.
1. Yeah, you are just closing all the things, and all you know is that when you pull your hands up, they immediately pop back up. Nicoletta, do you have 2 notice?
Yes, I do.
On a 2, you realize that not only do they push down and push up, they can also twist.
Twisting one? Does it leave it shut?
It locks shut.
She'll relay that information then and start doing that to everyone that she can reach.
All right, everyone who is trying to close these things. Who all is going to be trying to close the various locks? So 1, 2. Nicoletta is already doing it. What is Verity doing during all of this?
Verity got to whatever was available to bring her just as high up out of it as she could.
There is a candelabra up overhead that Domovoy is currently sitting on, looking curiously down at you.
She was so she as soon as she could.
All right.
She'd have hollered. She's like, not this outfit.
All right. This is actually going to be a little bit of parkour to get up to this. So go ahead and give me your finesse and athletics as you're trying to get to this candelabra.
Let's open things. That's an idea.
Everyone else who is attempting to do the close, go ahead and give me your wits, and my initial instinct is notice, because these are all filling up quickly, so you're looking, it's not immediately obvious where they are because they're all covered, so it's a matter of how many we get closed really quickly.
So this is, what am I rolling? Finesse
Athletics.
Finesse athletics. That's a good pull.
You know, I'll take that.
Two.
Two, three.
2, 3. How many for Nicoletta?
One. Cool.
If we drown, I blame Verity.
You can, that's fine.
3. Okay.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5.
On a 5, you manage to effortlessly kind of, you get a running start, you do a couple kicks up the wall and jump from there and manage to grab the candelabra while Domovoy looks down at you curiously. With 5 raises, you do get an edit to the scene. What would you like to do?
A couple of those vent things are actually broken and didn't open.
Okay. All right. So, yeah, the mechanism.
I can help in meta.
Not going to help you guys in character, but
as all of
Verity has interesting priorities.
as all the pieces got pushed down, they get clicked into place. Some other panels open up in the walls, and the blood starts flowing out in that direction. And you watch as the blood level goes down. Verity, while you are dangling from the candelabra, Domovoy looks at you a little bit confused. You fled instead of helped? Were you afraid?
Yes.
Another lesson, perhaps, to learn. The blood, and this is the weird part, as the blood flows out, blood stains. It's a thing.
What?
Some of you have had your full hands and arm. Asgear was almost full on bathed in it from the
listen, I stayed at the hotel from The Shining. We're good.
But as you look, as the blood flows out, it doesn't leave anything behind. No stain in clothes, no stain on skin. It is entirely flown away.
Not dreaming. What?
Magic. That magic.
Demetrius.
Yeah.
You have reached forward and you picked up the gem, and this was one of the nice ones.
Oh,
This
of course.
was one of the ones you knew. You immediately thought of, you walked into a clearly empty room and you still looked to where that gem had been on the off chance that maybe someone left it. And you're holding it up, and there it is. And you look up and you look around, and when you look back down, you are holding a very rotten apple. There's even like a worm crawling out of it.
I really hate this place.
You throw it away and go back to help the others, and you realize there isn't a path.
Pull my pistol out and kind of just, and one of my daggers, kind of dual wielding, and kind of just, does the area look the same, or
you're clearly still in the labyrinth, but you're in a whole new hallway. And there's a way back behind you that you could follow for a while, and a way in front of you that you could follow for a while. No sign of the chamber that you were just in.
Asgia, Verity are now.
No
This
response.
is. He's immediately thinking of. It looks around. Latuska. Oh, thank God! All right, and he just kind of eyes up and just starts wandering. He'll double back, see if he'll go back the way.
You walk back. You walk back the way you came, and well, not the way you came, because the way you came was from a chamber. But you walk, forward or backward doesn't make any immediate sense, and so you choose to walk behind you, and you're walking for a while, and then you hear a deep laugh that you have not heard in a while. If we could bring in Marco.
That's a familiar laugh.
Hello, little pen.
Fucking Marco. Do I see him or do I just hear him?
Not yet. Right now you're hearing a voice and it's sort of echoing down the hallways.
It's more extravagant than you normally do. How has no one killed you yet?
You look lost, little pen. What's wrong?
Apparently a dumb oath. Feeling like he's trying to be a little bit better. What? Got bored? Now you're trying to see if you can be the ghost?
Always with the words, and never use your own brains. I may be dumb, but I know what I'm doing. What are you doing, little pin?
This whole subterfuge, a little not your style. Isn't it more bloodthirsty, punch and kick? So how about, and I kind of cock my pistol, so how about we have a nice conversation, one-on-one, you, a bullet, we can just kind of, let's skip over to the end.
Storyteller. I would like to do some creepy villain shit now, if that is okay.
You may absolutely do some creepy villain shit. What creepy villain shit would you like to do?
I would. You ever seen literally any scary movie where the person just is walking, being threatening, a cocky dick, and then all of a sudden their ankle gets snatched from under them and they get dragged like maybe 15 feet back in a random direction?
Sure.
Yeah.
You're spending one of your villain points?
Oh, yeah.
All right. Spending a villain point. Demetrius, you're walking around and you feel something grab a hold of your ankle and pull, and you just go down. I'm going to need your finesse and athletics to see how well you manage to hold yourself together when you're suddenly yanked.
Delightful. This is not going to go well. All righty. Finesse, athletics, flair. That is not great. That is. Oh, that's not great at all. Oh,
what do we got?
We got a 1, sir. That is a
well,
1.
The good news is you don't drop your pistol. The bad news is you're going to take 3 minor wounds as your face smashes into the tile and you get yanked backwards down the hallway. Glancing down, you see a long hand, gnarled, looking almost like tree roots, that's grabbed you and is yanking you back, and you are trying to find some purchase on the ground, but it's just yanking you. You're not quite sure where it's taking you. What are you doing as you are being dragged?
I'm going to try to stab the hand.
You're going to try to say, oh, I forgot to ask. Did you have any leftover dice from your roll that you would want to sell to get you a hero?
Of course I have leftover dice, and you can, in all due respect, fuck the hell off with that. With all due respect. No, I'm looking at y'all. I understand I gave every single one of y'all thieves dice. I understand I've done this.
All right. So sorry, what are you doing?
I am stabbing at the hand. That's dragging.
You are stabbing at the hand. Okay, go ahead and give me your I'm going to say your finesse and weaponry. This is a requirement of 2 raises for the initial success as you're being dragged, because you are trying to stab at a thing that's wrapped around your foot while being dragged very quickly. This is not easy.
That's a weaponry.
And a reminder, you do not need to be present to give hero points. Everyone's cool with it? All right, here we go.
I mean, I would, but I didn't get my name called. So
No. I got you. I got you. Take one. I got you.
Sure.
Yeah.
I don't know, just seems a little early. You seem a little too eager to remind us to spend them this time now, and it's probably important.
I would like to give Marco a hero point.
No,
that is not how that works.
No.
I earned them fairly easy.
I'm glad you got touched by blood, like you deserve it. I'm sorry, Nicola and Asgear, but Arno, you should have gotten face down. Like face down.
There are so many comments I could make, but it would up the rating of this channel.
Well, if that happened, we could cosplay some new things.
This is the reminder from our producer that we're not allowed to cosplay the bathhouse scenes.
He's a cartoon with steam coming out of his ears right now.
Sorry, I have a lot of dice for this one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 raises.
6 raises. Okay. You are able to effortlessly reach down and slash the hand. The hand is still attached to your ankle, but the whole root thing that was pulling it away has now detached. And your dragging has stopped. You do not take any additional wounds. And if you would like to make an edit to the scene, you may go ahead.
After I snap it, kind of get back to my footing, and maybe more of the area is a little bit more visible to me.
All right. You get up, and you are fairly certain that you are in this. It's the labyrinth. The lighting seems to have improved somewhat, and you're like, "Oh, good, I can see." And as you stand up, you realize you can see because you see a group of 8 toughs. 4 coming from each direction, and they look like the kind of guys that Marco usually hired on as punks and the like to do his dirty work for him.
Yeah, you guys ever wonder why he always has a kind of a revolving door with goons? They always die. You all always die. And I pull out my sword. All right.
All right. So we're going straight to sword.
Yeah, I'm going to the sword.
Okay. Give me your finesse and weaponry as these 2. We're going to call this 1 brood squad worth of 8, but they're coming from 2 directions.
Yes.
Are rushing towards you.
Bruiser. Alrighty. And I'm going to reroll you. That had the exact same fucking number. All right. Great. Thank God. Or let's see. It's not the worst dice roll. So we're gonna 1, 2, 4.
4 raises. All right. You're able to drop half of one group. You just hurl yourself into them, and you are flying around, and they're clearly not expecting the level of raw ferocity that you are bringing in. And 4 of them go down quickly, but that means there are still the 4 behind you, and you take another 4 minor wounds, which brings you to your first dramatic as one of them gets a really good stab into your shoulder. And I'm pulling it out, and yeah, that hurts.
Jeez.
And with that, we are going to flip back over to the rest of the party. As the last of the blood drips out, the emblems of the sorceries is gone. It looks like the tile has, like, you can kind of see the tile pieces, and you realize that they are moving themselves, like clicking nearly constantly as they're turning around in a kind of mechanism. And you watch as a symbol of a tree with a face in it forms in the middle.
What?
Nicoletta, you're smart. What does this mean?
Why do you assume that seeing faces in trees has anything to do with education?
Because when it comes to magic, you're the only representative we have in the room.
Do I know anything about a tree with a face?
Give me your wits and scholarship as you try to recall what you know.
See? Smart.
I would ask Tomovoy, but I assume he can't help us with anything.
Probably not.
You can ask.
She would ask, do you know a tree with a face?
He looks down. I do know it, yes.
Is it nearby?
It's right there. And he points at the floor.
Have you seen that somewhere else?
Yes. Nicoletta, on a four races. This is an old symbol of Matushka. Specifically, a symbol used for her, never by Uzurans. This was used by Montanians as why we don't invade Uzura.
Verities, this isn't it's ringing any bells for you?
Face trees?
This is it's a symbol for Matushka from Montaigne. A warning sign.
A
You
warning
never
of-
found out
Against her or for her?
for reasons not invade Usura.
Okay. Well,
The Domovoy
nobody
looking
in my
rather,
family has problems with Usura.
the Domovoy looking rather amused, looks down and goes, L'Emperor forgot. For a while now they forgot. They got rid of the mystics, the magic, the religion. All save their blood witches. They forgot the warnings.
Huh.
People don't live forever. If they don't teach their children, then lessons are forgotten.
It is true. I often see it in homes. Czars with their children. The children raised to power, to prestige. And they don't learn the lessons that made a czar. And so they do not follow in his footsteps. Nicoletta, with on your 4, you're looking down. You're getting the impression that all of the various tiles of this mosaic are movable, much like with the sorceries. And there are 4 particular branches of this that look like they're designed to be moved. And looking around, you see things that they could maybe be pointed at. You see a symbol of... Yeah, you got 4, so I'll go ahead and give them all to you. You see a symbol that you recognize as indicative of bravery. You see one that to you kind of symbolizes probably forgiveness. You see one that indicates generosity. And you see one that indicates respect.
She'll just immediately start working on that puzzle. No more words or speaking. Just let me just do it.
Arnell, what are you doing while all this is happening? You can also see this mosaic manipulating beneath you.
I would help, but I feel like if I try to help, Nicoletta's going to cut my hand off.
You know, of all the people who have been violent in this session so far, I would like to point out.
So Arnell's going to help because he has no sense of self-preservation.
All right, so Arnell, following Nicoletta's instructions, or...
She's not
That's
giving
probably the smart thing to do.
Okay.
But she's not giving instructions. So Arnell's not going to do the smart thing. He's going to try to do it on his own.
She's just working the puzzle.
So what's your thought process, Nicoletta, as you are putting things together? How are you? What is her like? What is she trying to construct with this puzzle?
As she notices the tiles that could be pointed towards things, she tries to find the correlating paths between all the different things, just one at a time, going to it. Okay, this could be turned towards here. This could be turned towards here. She's like, fine, slightly muttering to herself as she's getting the puzzle pieces all put into place.
Arnell, you see the paths that she's putting together, and it's like the branches of the tree are growing. If you are helping out, give me your wits, and I'm actually going to go on empathy to see if you're able to put together precisely what Nicoletta has in mind as you are reading her actions as she is grumbling. While he's doing that roll, Asgeir, what are you up to?
Looking for Demetrius. And all the time grumbling, oh, you took your eyes off her, Asgeir. How'd you let her get away, Asgeir? Now, where the fuck are you?
You're going around and you're touching at the various walls and panels. And you see one with the mosaic that, as you look at it, looks very much like Demetrius. Like his image has been placed into the wall. Mosaics. It's not perfect because it's, little pieces of broken pottery shaped all together, but it looks similar to his clothes and his general build. It's like a pixel, like an 8-bit Demetrius on the wall.
Immediately just pokes it on the
Feels like normal. Though again, the
hieroglyphic Demetrius.
Yeah. Demetrius is in the wall.
Verity, are you still hanging from the chandelier, or have you dropped back down?
She'd come back down when it had all dissipated.
Mm-hmm. So would you help with what's going on the floor? Would you be going over seeing what Asgeir is doing? Would you be speaking to Domovoy? Like, what are you up to?
She would get down. She'd offer to help Domovoy down.
He happily jumps back down onto your shoulder.
And then she would go over to Asgeir, yeah.
And you also recognize this looks very much like a Demetrius pen mosaic.
Okay. Is it like a comic book story?
Say more. What do you mean by that?
Like, is it just a singular imagery, or is there like?
Oh, yeah, like no, it's not like many pictures of him. It is one image of Demetrius, though it takes up most of this panel. And actually, in the image, he is holding his sword in a very grandiose gesture. He's got another hand out. You can almost, like, his mouth is open, and you can almost hear him saying his own name.
Look. It says Demetrius Pen.
She try to touch it.
Yep, it's got the different tiles move just like the ones on the floor.
Like it's an image of him, but the tiles that make up him move.
Yes. Like imagine it like a mosaic, like made out of pottery, but unlike, like in the normal world where that's all, cemented in place. These move and shift almost like a Rubik's Cube or something like that. Like,
huh.
Is it other just like, does it just change the image of him, or does it change to a different image?
it's like, so it's not like you're flipping the whole tile at once. You can move into, like, you could manipulate his image.
Like an action figure on a wall.
Exactly. You could try to shift his pose or something like that.
Verity would start with the arm with the sword.
Okay. What is she getting the arm with the sword to do?
Does he look like particularly afraid, angry? Does he look like he
looks like he's talking shit. He looks like he is announcing his name to a room full of guys that he's about to go and try to take out.
So there's implied exclamation mark going on with what I see. Then she'd be trying to help his arm fight. She assumes that maybe we have to help him fight.
Okay. So you're trying to move
it. Do be like that though.
So you're moving him into more of an actual defensive position rather than a showboating one.
Yes.
The duelist is like, that's not how you hold your freaking sword. You do. All right. We are going to. Oh, real quick before we jump over there, we are going to shift over. You do as you finish the pass of the branches to these different core values of Matushka. One of the panels opens, and you see the path forward deeper into the labyrinth has opened. Back over to Demetrius. You've got another 4 brutes coming at you. Do you change up your approach? Do you just keep swinging at them? What are we doing here? You are muted.
I'm gonna keep swinging for now.
Okay. That will be, again, finesse and weaponry.
Oh, because I'm hurt. Yay. Nerd died.
You lose the flare, but you gain the...
Alrighty. 1, 2, 3, 5.
5. You are doing good as you are just cutting through these guys and drop 3 of them, but they got up on you while you were taking the other 4. And there is a moment where you are about to go in and like you've dropped one and you see another guy is about to get a hit, and then suddenly your sword arm, almost without your command, flicks into a perfect defensive position, and you are able to riposte and run the guy through with your sword in a way very similar to what you've seen Verity do in fights. It's a duelist move.
Look around. She wasn't even fucking here to see that.
And then the voice returns with these 8 dead men all around you.
That was great, little pen. I thought you lost a step. I would have been so disappointed.
And yet you keep throwing what are these guys hourly? How about you stop wasting good coin on schmucks?
Last I remember, you were all about the coin. So much so that poor Sarah. Poor Sarah. You remember Sarah, don't you?
How do you know Sarah?
I thought I was a dumb oaf, huh? Of course I know who Sarah is. And also know that the ghost fell through and failed to protect her. I mean, you always fail to do everything anyway.
Talking a whole lot of shit for a guy who's not standing in front of me.
I'm talking truth. You are the one with a mouth full of shit, little pin.
Yeah, well, you know, nerd truth, Marco, you're a rabid goddamn dog that no one even ever liked working with. The only reason you're all the way out here is because nobody back in Vodachi wanted two things to do with you.
I like that. Fire it up. Come on, little pin.
At this point, two panels go up on either side of you. And you're looking at, you now have 4 different paths. The one, the way you had been going, the way you'd originally heard his voice, and the way you would guess his voice is still coming from now. Back in front of you, which was the direction that the hand was yanking you. By the way, that hand still gripping your ankle in the midst of all the fighting. You haven't had time to back it off. To your left, you see a room full of gems and gold. On your right, you see arms, armor, elaborately worked.
Both files seem like a clear trap. So one.
It's okay. Touch it. It's pretty. It's shiny. It's beautiful.
So I see weapons and jewelry. Like that. Those are my options.
Weapons to jewelry to the right of you, weapons to the left of you, his voice in front of you, and who knows what behind you.
Yeah, it doesn't seem like there's any good options here. Yeah, okay. We'll go to the jewelry.
All right. You walk right into the chamber with the jewelry, and the panel slams shut behind you.
Yeah.
And this room is elaborately worked. You see, like in the other labyrinths, you see the art on the wall, the mosaics, the paintings, and stuff like this. And this is an impressive jewelry hoard. From your time as your thief, you recognize most of it is of Uzuran make. There isn't a whole lot of wealth built up like this in Uzura. It's not a wealthy country by any means. Its value is in its artistry and its gift. Quite a few of them dedicated to Matushka.
Of course. All righty. Walking around room, see if there's anything that stands out outside of see if there's a path out. See is the jewelry real? Because still remember the last thing turned into a rotten apple. So
are you examining?
I'm examining.
Are you fighting the gold coin? Are you like
if I see something vase, I'll tip the vase over.
Mm-hmm. You tip over a vase, and the porcelain smashes when it hits the ground.
All right.
Shatters.
Nothing. All right. I'll just see if I can make heads or tails of either a path out, or if there's a thematic setting to all the items out, other than just being worshipped to Matuska.
As you are walking through, and this is a fairly decent sized chamber, and your light is very limited as you are moving through. You were one of the, as I recall, I think you had a torch on you. And so as you were, or a lantern, which would it have been? Torch or
I believe it was a
lantern?
lantern.
Yeah. As you're kind of moving through with your lantern and the various gems catch the glow, this is a hall. And as you're moving through, you come into a room, well, not to a room, but a place where there seems to be more rubies than you've usually seen. And there's some shifting among them. And holding it up, you see a statue seemingly cut from a single diamond. With its wrist slashed across and rubies dropping out of it onto the piles that you are seeing that are slowly building and then shifting down. The statue is of a beautiful woman. Her mouth is open and her teeth are points. You're pretty sure you're looking at the diamond statue of a vampire.
That's impressive. Is it in like this open chamber, or where are the diamonds falling out of?
So the rubies that are falling out of the diamond statue seem to be coming from the wrists. You see other wounds that are indicated in its side, and last that seem to be coming, you would guess, from actually behind the teeth in the diamond. Yeah. Like this vampire figure is dripping blood.
Yeah. I'll clock the visage of the vampire. See if there's any signage, because obviously this is a very decorative statue. See if there's any type of artistry signage.
Mm-hmm. Looking around, you don't read much user. There is writing on it, but it is user in. But as you are looking out and you're trying to figure out what it is precisely you're looking at, you do see a bit in Vidachin. And you can't entirely make it out. There's a first name that seems somewhat obscured, like it's been damaged over time. But the last name is Villanueva. Which is one of the merchant prince families. So you're guessing this was crafted by a Vidachin merchant prince. Or someone of their family working for them.
All right. Friends in high places. All right. And any exit? Or is it all?
There's a path as you're going through, because again, you have like about 10 feet of light around you, and you start coming to walls, and you look around, and then you come to an elaborately worked portal that leads into another pathway, you're guessing, deeper into the labyrinth.
Last time I grabbed a jewel randomly, I got ported, so I'm not really inclined to grab another random piece of jewelry. Try and see if there's anything, and everything else outside this very impressive. And like, I'm guessing this diamond statue, how large is it?
Life size. This is a massive, like, you're looking at this and like the ghost in the back of your head is like, oh, that's life-changing wealth. That's buy a country wealth. That's set up your own merchant princedom wealth.
And it's here in Usura. And it's not to Matuska. It's to is surprised that even something like this is allowed here.
Well, as you know, this labyrinth, even the royal family didn't know it existed.
How heavy is it? As I push on it.
It is heavy as your hand touches against it. And then suddenly, eyes on the statue shift to look at you.
place is fucking terrifying.
The mouth starts moving. You can see chips of what appear to be like glass coming out as the jaw works. It's like, in Vidachin, stake me.
Is there anything around to stake a diamond statue?
As you are looking around, go ahead and give me your wits and notice. This will be time based.
I'm so glad I'm a villain this time around and not a player, because fuck that. Shit.
Ooh, that's one of the best rolls I've ever had. From something so low. 1, 2, 3.
You find, as you are looking around, what seems to be an elegantly worked chair, also itself out of diamonds. And it's very similar to like what some of the people described to you, where they saw trees that had been reworked, where the wood had forcibly grown in order to create a chair. It's very similar to that. But one of its legs is almost detached. And you can see through, with topaz and emerald, one of the chair legs could be pulled off in order to create a stake.
What's your name? See if you can.
Don't remember.
Well, I'm going to try to see if I can stake it with the... See if I can use that to stake it.
All right. You take the stake, you go over, and just to make sure you don't totally blow this, finesse and weaponry.
Oh, sure. Finesse. Yeah, okay. That. Jesus. 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 5.
5. On a 5, the your stake goes in, and the diamond all around her shatters. Like you're covering your eyes as like there is just the spray from this goes everywhere. And for a moment you see like a flood of rubies come from where you stabbed, even though it had seemed to be almost perfectly translucent diamond. And a body collapses at your feet. The stake is now just wood. And there appears to be a woman in very light white chemise laying at your feet, staked through the heart.
Do I recognize her?
No.
Anything on her personage give you any type of identity?
It's just a very simple semite white covering. No sort of identifying marks or anything like that. You would guess that she is Vidachin, based on just some of her look and stuff like that. But she is staked and appears to be unconscious.
I, kind of place her arms over. I don't know how much, because I know a lot of different stories. Is there any particular story that Demetrius would have heard as far as staking vampires? If you remove the stake out, do they pop back up? It
does. Like some of the stories say that staking kills them. Others say it merely knocks them out. You don't know if it's that there's different type of vampires or just that the stories don't agree. There are quite a few stories in Vodachi about vampires. They are a known monster there, and so many stories of merchant princes getting into deals with them. You've heard rumors that the Felici's might actually be themselves vampires. But that's the sort of thing that often the merchant princes will raise up against the other ones to remind their people why they are fighting all the time.
Yeah. So contradicting stories on what stakes can do.
Mm-hmm.
Delightful. What does Vodachi, is Vodachian stories particularly different, or are they distinctive in that?
As far as the stake is concerned, that's pretty normal. Vampires in Vodachian stories alternate between terrible, horrible monsters and sexy, immortal paramours. You get both.
Oh yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Always wanted Demetrius Penn to be one of those, stories. Yeah. He would, I guess give body some respect, and let's see. And he takes the stake out.
You take the stake out, and her eyes go wide, and her hands go to her chest, and she sits up. Oh God. Deus.
And
so long.
Start backing up.
She looks up at you. You've been brought here too. Which house do you serve?
I don't serve any house.
You don't serve a house.
Name's Demetrius Penn. Mercenary from Vodachi.
Vodachi. Yes, Vodachi. You fight in the war?
How old are you? What year do you think it is?
The 4,000th year of the Empress. That dating system means nothing to you.
I will say that. It's like, I'll give what is our act? What date is it?
Yeah, you give the date. I refuse.
I give the date, and I said, I'm not. I have a feeling that some time has passed.
And I am terribly sorry. But I am very thirsty. We're going to go over to the group.
No!
The door has opened. There is now, you have the very cunningly rearranged, Verity, you have put Demetrius in an ambrosia pose, a position that was actually quite difficult for you to practice, so that might have been a little bit of like playing with dolls, get you just the right thing. And a passageway out leading deeper down has opened up. What are we doing?
Verity, you're the one with the domovoi.
Well, I guess I'll go first.
Now I wasn't quite sure what this
Yeah, I
was.
wasn't. I was like, what is on that
It's a
dude?
lantern.
Okay.
What do you do?
He's holding up a lantern.
He's
It's
holding
a
it.
lantern.
Domovoy kind of glances over at Verity and goes, "Would you leave him here?"
Demetrius?
Is there another you would be leaving?
Is this puzzle not done? Do we need to do more?
He looks at it. I've never seen that wall do that before. It might be him. She's done similar things.
Since moving his arm, has it changed at all?
Like you can see, as with everything else, there are little pieces moving and shifting. As you glance up at his mouth, because he still has the big bright, you do notice his teeth starting to lengthen.
No.
No, no,
Just-
no, no,
You
no.
go back in.
Actually, Verity, as you go in to do that, take one minor wound as your finger gets pricked.
Damn it.
Something's the matter, Verity.
The wall of Demetrius, he's now turning into a vampire. It hurt me. And she would like move his arm into a different pose, more defensive.
Okay.
Can we pull the teeth all the way out? We can't push them up.
Anna, would you like your son to bleed? We can be blood buddies.
Well, I was just thinking if I push them, if I pull them
Do you want to try?
down. Yeah, I
Do you
want to
try?
pull them down.
But no, you
Right.
get the way. She would literally smack her out.
Another reminder.
But he's got cool teeth now. What if we got a really cool Demetrius pen?
I'll know if he comes out to this wall hungry. I will let him have as much of you
And
as he wants.
rough.
Nicoletta, what are you thinking as you're looking at all this?
She's just very perplexed looking at this wall of Demetrius. And now where how did he go? Like looking around the outside of this thing, is there any like indication of any kind of backdrop behind him?
No, it's the blank of any of the panels.
Huh. Demetrius, this is Verity, what are you doing with what are you trying to do with the teeth? It is just a mosaic, it looks like to me. Why are you pushing at them?
His teeth were getting elongated and sharp. She'd hold up her pricked thumb.
But
And that's weird, because as you look at the mosaic of the tooth, it doesn't look sharp. It represents a sharp thing, but
that doesn't make interesting.
Demetrius vanished. Now there's a mosaic of him. It pricked her finger. Blood came out of the floor. Magic?
This is the only explanation I can think of. This is not my particular area of magic. I was given very specific instructions not to.
Is he the only one in the mosaic at the moment?
so each panel has mosaics. Many of them are people. Most look like Usuran nobility.
I just mean like in the one with him specific.
Oh, and the one with him? Yeah, it's just him.
There's no backdrop, nobody else in the mosaic. It's just
Actually, as you were glancing at it, Nicoletta, you see something new is starting at the bottom, looking almost like smoke rising up, mostly white tiles.
what?
Like, and you can see one flips into place and then another clicks into place, like a smoky image is slowly rising.
Oh, well, that can only mean good things. I don't know what else to do. Nicoletta doesn't know what else to do. It's a mosaic.
Verity would take out her dagger and try to like put it in Demetrius's other hand. She'd be like trying to give it to the mosaic.
Out of
If
curiosity,
it hurt
is
her,
the
she's
dagger-
like, if you can hurt me.
Oh, so you're trying to stab him?
No.
With your-
But
okay.
she's like, if it can interact with her, she's like, your other
Is it-
hand's empty. Like, here, take it.
Like a kid putting an oversized toy in an action figure's hand.
Interesting. Is it the dagger he gave you?
Yeah, it's
What you were
the fancy one that Asgear made.
The warm one.
Yes, the one
You
that
go.
giggity.
The giggity dagger.
Yes.
You go to put,
That's
you go to
his
put
name.
that in the hand, and then suddenly there's like a spark, and the dagger is gone, and a mosaic version of it is in his hand.
Hell yeah.
Back to Demetrius. You are watching as this vampire is moving towards you with the look that you can only describe as hunger, and then suddenly the dagger you gave Verity is in your other hand.
Huh. Hey, you want a dagger?
Give me your aim, your finesse and aim.
Awesome. Got a lot of dice for this one.
The legendary giggity jack. You know what? It's too hard.
Wow.
Giggity?
The legendary Diggity Jagger. I'm gonna love that.
It's too hard.
You know, we made it past 10. That's
We got past the
Probably
hour mark
average.
on this one.
We're doing really good. We're doing good.
We are adults.
We've
We
been-
are adults.
We've been solid.
6.
Yes.
The dagger flies forward, and she looks like she might have been fast enough to catch it. But she catches it like by the handle and looks at you, but then looks down where it has stabbed into her chest. And then you watch as a spark of energy shoots down into her. And she looks up at you just astonished.
Can I spend a villain point?
You may spend a villain point. What are you doing with that villain point?
I would like for the woman's image to start looking like Sarah.
Oh, you best.
Everything about her shifts. The Vidachin image is gone, replaced by the taller eyes in her visage, the long blonde hair. There, in the flesh. She reaches out to you. Demetrius? And collapses to the floor.
Mind games, mind fucking games.
Look at that. You chase wealth and people you love die.
You wouldn't know anything about love.
Oh, I wouldn't. Would you? You're a joke. You are. Useless and weak. And that disappoints me.
I go over to the body, grab the steak that I took out, and kind of do a Indiana Jones switcheroo. And get my dagger back.
As you pull the dagger out, the blade is completely clean. No blood, nothing left on it at all. And as you hold it up, there's this weird sense of cold and a flash down the blade. Very anime, when you hold up the magic sword, the ting. As you look at it, And you look down at her, and again, you are looking at the Vidachin. And the dagger remains in your hand. Going back to the group, for a moment, the mosaic of the dagger turns, seems to flip, and goes from the silvery that has been representing the blade to this point to red.
How did you?
And then just as quick flips back.
Verity, how did you do that?
I don't know. And it was able to hurt me, even though it is a flat surface. And I mean, it's Demetrius. Why not assume that I can also give him something? She would be looking to see if his teeth were still getting longer.
They have retracted up.
And they're like
And are now
returning
just
to
his
normal.
Are now just his normal canines. Anyone with I'm going to guess Arna, you have noticed too, correct?
Yes.
Arna, at this point, you start hearing a rumbling sound, seeming somewhat distant.
Well, that's not good. Does it look like the mosaic of the mosaic of the smoke is getting higher?
The mosaic of the smoke has actually started going back down. Like it's returning to just Demetrius in the pose that Verity put him in with the dagger. And then as you are trying to figure out where that rumbling sound comes from, you look in the direction you came from and you see the panel is reopening. But rather than the pathway back into the labyrinth, you see what seems to be a ramp that goes up.
Huh. I suggest we get out of here as soon as possible. Very fascinating sympathetic magic. I'm sure it's very important. But we should probably go down, because I don't know what's going to be coming down that ramp. That ramp is too steep for us to come.
The rumbling is getting louder and louder.
We need to go down these stairs right now. Everyone, come on, this way.
Demetrius is still in the wall.
No. We're about to be
You all
in the
hear it
wall.
now. You all hear the rumbling now.
We're about to be in the wall. I'm going down these stairs. Thank you.
Arno is running.
I don't like
Asgir.
dying.
Asgir is doing what?
Asgir is going to take a pair of blacksmith tongs off his belt and wedge them at the base of the ramp in a way to where it would lodge anything that's coming down.
Interesting. Okay.
In an argument to use one of my quirks.
Which quirk is that?
Using a crafting skill to solve a problem deemed too complex.
I don't know that there's anything particularly complex about this problem. There's a ramp. You hear rumbling coming down it. This isn't
Worth a shot.
This isn't rocket science. This is a basic machine.
But he's literally suggesting solving a problem like a boulder's coming by just slamming some pliers in the ground. I feel like we've met the thesis.
Right?
All right.
That's where I was going.
So you go and you do see a place where you can wedge in. But to be fair, the tools you're carrying are about this big. And if the ramp is any indication on what's coming down it, it's going to be a lot bigger than that.
Hey, and you never know.
Asgir is working to wedge something in at the bottom. Nicoletta, what are you doing? Arnau has run down the stairs.
She's pulling out a flask of Scourgebane and handing it to Verity. Add this to the mosaic.
Mosaic, like she would be like, to his weapons?
Just to him. It's a deterrent for undead, and if he's dealing with vampires, which is what it looks like, then that might help, and we have to move.
She'd like dab it wherever he is.
Mm-hmm.
until there wasn't anything left.
You're
And then
able to
she would,
get the stuff on.
and she would, well, before putting it on him, she would give one of his cheeks a kiss.
On the dagger.
She'd do both the weapons.
Okay. Asker, you look up and you see the boulder coming down. It's a very rough rock. You guess a part of it will break off when it hits your tool.
After that is kind of like braces himself and puts himself between like the boulder and Verity, like, oh,
Like the boulder in the wall.
For the record, this is a boulder like Indiana Jones.
I'm aware.
Okay, all right.
I didn't say it was a good idea.
Just clarity, this is coming out of a wall and would be hitting the mosaic of Demetrius?
It would not be on a direct path to it, though. It would be on a direct path to the
Is it
stairway
like
down.
going along the side of it? It's parallel?
Yeah.
Okay,
You
I was
don't-
like,
you
how
don't
bad
think
is
it was
this
an
right
accident.
now besides like us? Is it going to destroy?
We're standing in front of it. How is it gonna?
Like, no.
All right. So Nicoletta is running. Verity, are you protecting Demetrius? Are you also running?
The Domovoy has already shamed her, so. In fact, at this point, the moment she sees the boulder, she's like trying to push into the mosaic, like, I cannot leave, but I will die if I stay.
Interesting. Okay, so Asker, talk
Very
to
much
me
like
about the
collaborating.
risk that you are going to take as you try to body this whole ass boulder rolling towards
He
you.
knows that he can't full on stop it. So the
Mhm.
intent is maybe he can redirect it just enough not to
So
completely.
it'll go elsewhere in the circular. Okay, I see where
Yeah.
you're at. And you would have placed your tool with that in mind.
Yeah.
Giggity. All right. So you.
You know, I got my tool out there. I'm trying to stop a giant ball. Giggity.
Mhm.
Coming down a tube. Giggity.
Okay. Give me your brawn and your. And your what?
Brawl.
Sure. There's a big ass boulder coming toward you, and you're gonna punch it. I love it.
What would an Orthian do? Hell yeah! Dude, that's what I'm talking about. All right. There's that. We got 4.
4 successes. Okay. You punch the boulder as it comes down to also give the hit with the tool that you wedged in. And you're able, it comes through. Your tool is smashed. This is going to be the episode. And you do the hit. I'm going to just give you a dramatic wound as you take this boulder to the face, but you manage to redirect it, and it flies in and it smashes into some of the other mosaics, but it's on the other side of the wall, and you are gasping and breathing hard. Arna, Nicoletta, as you are running down the stairs, I'm going to need finesse and athletics from both of you because these are kind of steep stairs and you're both running double time.
This is gonna be funny.
Neither of us are very good at athletics.
Nope.
You know what? I'm gonna take my unfortunate. Because this
You're
feels
gonna
like
fail
a
on
great
purpose.
time to fail on purpose.
All right, you get 2 hero points, and you take a dramatic wound. So 5 minors as you fall down the stairs, and it's the full on. You're Peter Griffin going down, just hitting everything on the way down. And
My
one,
leg!
Nicoletta, you don't fall, but you are very jostled as, as you take 4 going down. You know, those boots look so great. They totally make the outfit. They're not the best for going downstairs very quickly. And you go down and you hear a heavy crashing upstairs. And as you kind of catch up, you see Arnau just like look back. It's like, are we all going to, Arnau, you were holding a lantern. The lantern has also smashed into the ground, and it has spread its oil, and everything is just fire in the hallway in front of you. You are not. I'm not giving you extra burn. I gave you the wounds you get, but it's going to be a little bit before you can go any further, unless you can figure a way through the flames. They should burn off relatively fast, though. It's just kind of an oil slick as you kind of both hit into the ground, and you're in the bottom. And you recognize, similarly to the lower level of the labyrinth in Charuz, you feel like you have entered into a new part of the labyrinth, and the one that, based on your experience, the one that typically holds the star chambers. Demetrius,
Well,
as you make the turn, and you've walked away from the vampire, and you're walking out through the way out that you had located.
Just as a point of reference, once I take my dagger out, the original stabby, just make sure. So like,
like stake in, stake out, knife in, knife out, stake in. Okay, there we go.
As long we're good.
And actually, you see the body just in the few moments since the dagger hit it has aged apparently like 1,000. Like just it's going decrepit before you, turning to ash as you are staring at it, and you're able to start making your way up. And as you are walking, and you're just, how are you feeling? Where are you at mentally? Because for a moment it looked like Sarah, like you'd killed Sarah.
Yeah, I think he's more upset than anything, considering everything he's been through because of all the Sarah in his head, because of all the Demetrius help run into it. Because of the consistent mind games people have done with him. And so he's not like so much, he's trying to push the fact that he saw Sarah die in front of him, because another time a villain knows something about his past and is fucking with him mentally. So so he's more like focused on how he's probably like, should I go with I feel like the gun is more kind of classic Fadachian, but if I do I need the name for it, maybe the Giggity Dagger. If I do this one, it feels like it's a little bit of everyone killing Mako. And so kind of making a play of it in his head, even though he's genuinely pissed. But outwardly.
As you are kind of dealing with all of this, you walk up and you're into a new chamber. This one is very well lit. You see a large amount of supplies that have been put to the side. You see cots that are set up, looking like a fair number of men would be put up here. And sitting in a chair, looking down at you from what looks almost to be a throne, is Marco.
So, Bruce Squad, Vampire Diamond Lady, and you just sitting here in the chair. I mean, come on, who's bankrolling you?
You see an older version of Marco than you've seen before, but he is somehow gotten bigger with muscles. This behemoth of a man. Though he is sitting down, you can tell that his height is probably over 6'3", 6'4", 6'5", maybe even greater. He is with rippling muscles and scars, somewhat dreaded and matted hair, blood everywhere all over his face, as if it's a part of his skin. And he just goes,
"Tell me, little pen, how long did it take you to forget Sarah and go after this Verity woman.
I think the entire time we've known each other, even on your best day, I never liked you. So why in the world would I tell you anything about Verity?
At that moment, Demetrius, as you're kind of stepping forward, trying to get, your bearings, because obviously something's about to go down. Suddenly, Verity is in your arms, pressed up against you. And you look down, and there she is, just as surprised as you are. And Asgir, as you step away from the major hit you just took, you look over to the mosaic on the wall, and you see that it now has Demetrius and Verity, where she had pressed up against the mosaic. And with that, we are going to take a quick break. You'll get some information on some of our other shows on the channel, and we will be back shortly.
Okay, so she is going to come from behind and literally jump on his back, where her shoulder will anchor on his, and she is going to turn his face and kiss him right on the mouth.
All right.
And as she does so, she goes, "Your ancestors are going to feel that for eternity, and everyone hereafter."
His arm wraps around her waist as she does that.
Oh, fuck.
He's like, "Then let's go ask them." He is going to spend a villain point, and they both port away.
No!
And with that, we are going to bring this episode to a close. And welcome back. So, Asgir, you are staring at this mosaic. It looks very cover of a romance novel, with Demetrius with one arm around Verity's waist and the other holding the sword in a defensive posture while she has one hand on his chest and is looking up into his eyes, and no sign of actual Verity.
Yeah. And my man's little bit of scholarship that he has is dedicated to blacksmithing. So he's very confused. And is going to go up against the wall and start pushing it's a push away wall or something, right?
It's like, I understand masonry. How?
Yeah. Like one of those spinning library walls.
Again, so the full wall does not seem to move as you're trying to to push away from it. But again, the individual pieces of the mosaic can be adjusted. So if you want to pose them in some way.
No, he is Verity was just standing right here. She got through this wall somehow.
You are pushing, you are pressing,
throwing
nothing.
The whole man meat up against it. Just come on.
Not doing anything.
And the other two,
you're not sure because you were being borne down on by a giant boulder, which is now leaned against, has smashed into one of the other walls. But you're fairly certain you heard a loud crash, possibly Asgir yelling. And maybe the smell of smoke and the sound of flame.
Oh, why am I responsible for these two suddenly? Fine. Goes to the top of that stairwell. You guys dead?
I think not.
Despite Arnau's best efforts.
Okay. Verity's gone.
Huh?
Yeah.
Who killed Verity?
She's
And
not
how
dead.
much?
She's in the wall.
Well. Oh well.
Did she still have the bottle of Scourge Bane?
She didn't leave it here.
Yeah,
Good.
there's nothing left.
Okay, don't die. I'm gonna try to. I'll be back.
All right, so you two at the bottom as are now as you painfully get up. Is Nicoletta helping him?
Sure.
As Nicoletta kind of helps you, as the science besties, as Nicoletta helps Arnau get back up to his feet.
That's a
Around now, the
strong
fire,
word.
the oil, because it was pretty well scattered, and it doesn't have anything really to burn other than the oil itself. It's starting to go out. But now you are down to, so as Arnau's source of light is gone, Nicoletta, what were you carrying for light?
She had a lantern as well.
Okay, your lantern is the light the two of you have available.
Are you all right?
Ask here, what did you have your own source of light? Do you recall?
Yeah, he had one tied to his hip.
Okay, cool. Okay, back to Arnau and Nicoletta.
No, I'm not. I think I sprained my ankle.
Yeah, he actually, you can see his ankle at definitely a weird angle from the crash, and that is the dramatic wound.
Ow.
I can try to set it back properly, but it's going to hurt worse for a minute.
Set it back. Set it back.
Well, look at it?
Would you, but if you said it, that means it's like broken, right?
If you let it
I
swell
didn't-
like that, it won't heal properly.
I didn't break my foot, did I? I need my foot.
Yes, you do. Like, sit down. She's just gonna gently grab his ankle and try to at least get it set straight.
All right, give me a brawn and scholarship, because this is a combination between what you have learned and your ability to yank a bone back into position, which is, not the easiest thing to do.
Okay. Arnau, are you interested in giving me a hero point for setting your foot back right?
You know what? I feel like that was a threat. So yes.
I didn't mean it as a threat, but I'll take what I can get. Okay.
Clip that.
Given that you just got 2 hero points from your decision to fail,
No, the tone was more like, take the hint.
1, 2, 3, 4. Jesus. 5.
It's not really a hint.
5.
Damn.
No wounds taken as Nicoletta gives one sharp wrench. It doesn't feel good, but no additional wounds as your ankle clicks back into position.
Demetrius
It's going to be
very
loose for a
curious.
while. This is going to be painful to walk on for a while, but it's more or less fully functional again. The wound is not gone, but yeah.
She'll kind of.
And Nicoletta, 1 edit with 5 raises.
1 edit. The lantern that he dropped, it just spilled a little oil. It didn't shatter, so she's
Okay.
able to transfer some of her oil into his lantern. So we still have dual sources of light.
I like it.
She'll rip the bottom hem of her skirt and kind of like just wrap the ankle up a little bit, just so it has something adding pressure to it, so it doesn't swell any worse. Well, not certain where Askil went. He says Verity is gone. Demetrius is gone. I feel this is a little hypocritical, but we need to keep moving.
Are now, because this is going to be painful to walk on, and he knows he probably broke his foot. He's actually going to take out one of his daggers, keep it sheathed, and make a makeshift splint using another piece of his thing, so that way it's going to be easier for him to walk. So he's not going to be hobbling. He can actually move at decently level speed.
Okay, you are able to push it in, get it into position, and then immobilize the joint. So it'll slow you down, but you'll be able to move relatively well. And you two are now, with both light, are able to start moving down the hallway again.
And we're walking.
And we're walking. I'm walking slowly, but I'm walking.
As before, there's art on the walls, and as before, the art is indicative of having come from many different places. But unlike the others, the art here seems to all be reminiscent of battles. You can see tall, very elongated, stretched figures bedecked in armor and fighting. You can see various monstrosities of all sorts of description that are fighting against them. And occasionally human images too, often overwhelmed, but sometimes also showing indications of the sorceries that were being used at the time. You see blood witches stepping out of holes that they've cut in the universe. You see what you would guess are fate witches tugging and manipulating the fates of the combatants around them. You see the warriors of the Grawl walking about and fighting right alongside some of the giants. Oh, and you see what you would guess are Losajas, conjuring flame or ice or any number of things.
Oh, so much history in this place. I wonder what we're meant to learn from all of it. What do you think?
If I had to take a guess, I'd say probably the power and might of sorcery when left unchecked.
It's as fair enough lesson as anything gets. Let's try not to step on any traps,
All right. Oh, go ahead.
I want to step on a trap. No.
I will reach through this screen, Chandler.
Hold on, let me call his partner.
I gave you but one example of a deadly plant that I know. I know dozens.
It's a good thing I don't see you in person for a long time. So you're going to pull off by the time I see you. I hope. I don't know how long you keep your grudges yet.
I don't hold grudges. It's a waste of energy.
Oh, good, then I'm safe.
All right. So, are you actually doing anything, or are you just not intentionally stepping on?
I was gonna say it would be very funny if she said, "Let's not step on any traps," and then immediately click.
Admittedly, that would be comedic.
Or now you step down and there's a clicking sound underneath your boot.
Stop giving you ideas.
What have I told y'all about baiting him? Nobody fucking listens. I swear to God. It's like I'm not even.
It
here.
was funny.
And with that, we are going to flip back to Demetrius and Verity. Verity, suddenly you are in Demetrius's arms.
Do I feel two-dimensional?
No, you feel flesh and blood. So does he.
Bonsoir.
I'm glad to see you. You might help me killing that. And I point over to the incredibly large Lutheran man.
Je look over.
You see Marco, if anything, maybe 7 feet tall, stepping out, getting up from the throne, just this massive figure.
Bonsoir, monsieur.
Hello, little lady. This is Vardy. I'm assuming. Isn't that right, little pen?
Pardonnez-moi.
The name is Marco. Also, I'm gonna have to break up this reunion.
And he would just move a hand, and I'm gonna spend my third villain point and have her be separated from Demetrius in a very dramatic ghostly, horrific way.
So as you make this motion, suddenly it's like there's a wall of energy between the two of you, and you are both hurled back from each other. And you watch as out of the mosaics in the walls around you seem to step out from 2-dimensional to 3-dimensional a number of Cossacks, basically. Bad news, Upper Mountain Userin fighters. There are, you spent the villain point, 20 of them.
See, I have many warriors under my leadership. Deal with them.
And he'll just turn and start walking back to the throne.
And
Kelvan.
20 warriors, 2 brute squads of 10 are charging in on the both of you. How are you two going about the fight?
Get my sword out. I kind of toss Verity back her dagger.
Mm-hmm.
And again, again, you are not paid enough. I assure you, you are not paid enough for this. Do they have any type of personality, or do they seem like mindless golems?
They look flesh and blood, and they look, you've fought Cossacks before, and one of their problems is they're not scared. Marco, you've seen him use these troops before. They're great shock troops because up until they're dead, they don't believe they're going to die. And so they can overwhelm fortresses pretty quickly if you know how to use them.
You must have heard the stories of Demetrius Penn, of course. Come on. You'll add to my story at least.
All right, so you were pulling out your sword, Verity, the same?
Oui.
Okay. Go ahead and give me finesse and weaponry from both of you, unless you want to talk me into something else.
Why would I ever help?
I'm going to say, at least to start, one of the groups of 10 is going for Demetrius, the other is going for Verity.
I feel like I still need to hold on to that hero point for another. I feel like we got more coming.
It's like I got a lot to give out right now. And my flare. Are we having to, is it 15?
No, I have not raised the difficulty, nor has Took. Probably out of Stockholm syndrome, because he hates when I do that at the other table. So 5.
I mean, yeah.
Took being like, that's a bitch move.
All right, 5 from Demetrius.
1, 2, 3, 4.
4 from Verity. Any leftover dice that either of you would like to spend?
No.
Is that a yes?
No.
Okay.
No.
Okay. So Demetrius with 5 and Verity with 4. Demetrius, you are able to move through, and you are just give us a little bit of description. How is Demetrius? Because he just had Verity in his arms. Here's this guy he could not be angrier at right now, I'm assuming, given everything that's going on. And these idiots are in your way. What does Demetrius look like as he drops 5 of them?
Well, honestly, the anger and the kind of fear is relieved when Verity pops up. And you just see like more of a beaming sense of confidence. And so as he kind of lets go of Verity and just flicks her the dagger, it's more of a like he looks over, oh, we get to dance again. And more enjoying the battle, kind of slicing through, taking guys down, going with the sword, kind of reveling in the fight, and every so often trying to be a little bit more impressive because he's hurt, but you know, he did that really good report, and he's trying to see if he can redo it.
All right, and Verdi.
He's bringing it on, but then he just kills the guy.
Hey, check out what I did this time. It was really fun. And Verdi, how is Verdi handling herself in this fight? Like,
she's got a little bit of mixed feelings because of the fact, like, she is pretty focused on the Matushka goal. So the fact that she's like just supposed to slaughter some Usur, and she's just like, this isn't part of the test, right? This is something different. This is separate.
They are just charging in on you. They do not seem to care. All right.
She's apologizing, like, I'm so sorry.
So Demetrius takes out 5. Verity takes out 4. Demetrius, you are going to take 5 minor wounds, which gets you to your next your second dramatic, which will add 2 to any of Marco's pools.
Yay!
And Verity, you will take 6 minor wounds from the brutes that you don't manage to drop, which is your first dramatic.
I'm in danger.
Can I ask a question about the Arcana real quick?
Sure.
Does Nicoletta have to be in that room for her to activate an Arcana for them to benefit from it?
Which Arcana did you have in mind?
The Hanged Man.
Specifically, what does it do?
Activate your virtue to suffer or risk consequences in place of another hero.
Yeah, for that one, I'm going to say you're going to have to be present. That's you interposing Nicoletta specifically. Yeah. Some of them I would allow, but this one is pretty like Nicoletta walking along. Ow, but why? So it's a cool thought, but on that one, I'm going to say you need to be physically present. The guards are still going around and swinging in, and you two are hot in the midst of them. Does anyone change anything up about how they go about the second round of the fight?
No, my best pool. I need the most successes, so I'm going to stick with my big pool.
All right, and Verity?
Demetrius is at his second or his third?
He's at his second dramatic.
Oh, just second. Okay. I
mean, but from the sound of it, I think he's close to his third.
She'd be moving herself back closer to him the whole time from being separated. The whole time during that first batch, she'd be getting back to Demetrius.
I like it, getting back to back. Okay. Go ahead and give me your rolls with your pools. Don't forget, like, Flare is gone for you, Verity, but you gain the one from your dramatic. And
take a hero point. I can do that.
Okay, I'll take a hero point from you. You take a hero point from me, Demetrius.
Okay.
Thank God.
I got a lot.
Cruiser. And then I'll roll this 3 times.
Ooh.
Ooh, that was a good. Oh, this was a good roll.
It was a good roll. I like it when I see 10s. Just makes me smile, makes me happy.
I got some 10s in here myself.
Yeah. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
6 raises. All right.
Yeah.
And
3 10s.
Dang.
2, so I have that. Okay. Sorry. 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
Dang. All right.
Yeah.
Both of you now moving around back to back. You're like one fighting machine at this point. Like, as you are moving around, just dropping the brutes as they're all coming in. Neither of you take any wounds, as all of both brute squads are dropped. And there's this moment of, we did it. Like, you'd gotten pretty hurt in the first part of the fight, but now as you are still there, you kind of look up at each other and look around. Because you had both kind of gotten in almost a fugue state. Just moving around, just dropping people as they came. And then we're even going to do this. You both sense movement, and you make a turn to the next parry or the next stab, and you're facing each other. And you look around, and everyone's dead.
Stab.
We're down.
I'm sure no one's watching the wall right now.
Leans in.
He leans in. Demetrius going for the kiss.
Oh yeah, he's going for it.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Verity, hang on. Verity.
Oh, sorry. Go
There's
ahead.
a moment happening. How is Verity reacting in this moment?
So she still has weapons in her hand?
Yeah, she still's got sword and dagger in her hands.
Why not?
Verity,
For the art.
For the art. Asgir, you go away from the stairwell and yelling down to what was happening, and you walk up to the wall, and you see them in a full embrace, kissing, and by all accounts, going for it. Like, this is not a...
No one is going to believe me.
No, it's sexy with the weapons at each other's throats. We are elevating to most sexy kiss on this table. That's what's happening right here.
I need a rubbing of this.
Do it. We're gonna get it framed. We're gonna point at it for our children.
Oh, he has the formula for the dragon eyes. So he takes that paper out where the words are facing the wall and does a rubbing real quick, like, yup.
As you were doing this, Asgir, suddenly from behind you hear, Papa?
Just freezes, just, Irsa?
It sounded like her. And turning around, you see that the boulder smashed through some panels and a cave moves off from it.
Yeah, he's going in the cave.
Yep.
I had to roll. I was like, Ryan knows better. Could Asgir resist? Like high, like no. She was on the island. No way she would be here. Low, we're going in the cave. Roll the 2. Like, we're going in the cave.
Asgir, you run forward into the cave. And you see, it looks incomplete. Like it was a part of this construction that never got finished. And you see a table with chairs around it. A meal, and it looks like a traditional Vestin Manavinyar meal that has been prepared. In the chairs, suddenly you see Ursa. Next to her is Newt. And they both look up at you with a smile. Papa, you're home!
No. No, this is not real. You are on the ship. You are still lost. You are on the island.
Ursa smiles. And yet you came running. She stands up. Newt vanishes. Drifts, actually seems to poof into smoke. And she walks around and looks at you. Without hesitation, you chased us. All this time, and you remain Papa.
A man is defined by many things, but the choice to bring another life into the world will always be that weighs on his shoulders most. It is his to protect and guide.
Thou Glorious picked his people well, and they've become mighty by all accounts, in battle and in trade.
We do what we must.
She seems to age in front of you. She doesn't get much taller, but you watch wrinkles appear and the crinkles around, and you're looking at Matushka.
Hello again.
How do you think the others will fare? These labyrinths were made as a challenge.
I have faith in them.
You would. I have a gift for you, Askir Ironhand. My reach does not go beyond my borders. I do not leave Uzara. Your Newt is safe. She will not be even approached in that city, or anywhere within my borders. And your Ursa. She I cannot see. She is outside of my reach. But she does live. And she reaches forward and touches your forehead. Even now my touch is limited. Thou Glorious. He does not easily let go of those he has claimed. But you will find her. This I see.
First, I must rescue those that need me now.
The ones being tested are beyond your reach. But the ones that still search, those perhaps you could help.
He always does need my help.
And then you are alone in the chamber.
The
You have
nods,
just been given
puffs
some
the act like,
confirmation.
Oh, now I'm coming.
Real quick, as you're doing that, you have this moment. Actual confirmation Ursa is still alive somewhere. How is that processing?
It did. We're gonna deal with that later. We're gonna put that in a little box, and when no one's on the deck with me, we're gonna unpack that a little bit.
All right, you go rushing off after them, but let's see what those two are up to. Arnau and Nicoletta, you are moving along the labyrinth. How are you going about navigating the labyrinth? Like, what is your plan? What is your strategy?
Left wall. We hug the left wall. That'll get us there eventually.
Left foot, right foot, left foot, right foot. I don't know.
And then you're walking
Okay.
out the door.
So basically taking any left turns that are available until you have somehow navigated the entire map, that trick?
Yeah. Yeah, that works, I think.
I'm
I mean,
last time I checked, when it comes to solving labyrinths, it's you put your hand on the right wall and follow it to the right.
is that the case? I had always heard the left, but I could.
I feel like both. If one works, both would.
It's a 50-50 shot.
If only we had a magical ball of golden
Statistically,
yarn.
most people go to the left first.
And that's why they're full of bones.
Then do we need to go to the right so that way we are statistical outliers and therefore less likely to die?
Let's go to the left.
Let's
Or
go
you
to
can-
the left.
Okay, so
Do we have a
Going
string?
Not
Not that much string.
yet. Like maybe you have some for like minor repairs, but you don't have enough to. You don't have yards and yards and yards of string.
Okay, so we can't do the Minotaur Labyrinth thing. I am gonna tie like a little bow on one wall and be like, this is a marker. This is so that we can get back this way. If we wind up seeing this again, it means we've gone in a circle, and
What
that's
precisely
bad.
do you think you're tying something onto? They're flat walls.
I don't know. Maybe onto like one of the mosaics or something. The other
I'll-
mosaic bit Verity, so
These walls are stone, right?
Yeah.
Dark stone?
Kind of think granite.
Okay. I'll have Nicoletta pull out a charcoal and make a little star mark on every wall that we pass.
All right.
isn't that your magic chalk? Charcoal?
It's charcoal. Why does everyone?
As you are maneuvering your way down, who's going to take the lead? Well, actually, you have an algorithm that is taking the lead, so luck isn't really going to have a whole lot to do with this. As you're sort of moving along, and you're just taking the lefts as they come, you have the sense of. Do either of you have direction sense?
No.
No. So you feel like you're meandering. Like this is taking some time as you're moving around. Take the next left, going along, and then ahead of you, you see a tall figure, very tall for a usuran, facing you both.
Good
I'm
enough.
guessing about 7 feet tall, very muscular. Marco, you see as Nicoletta, Demetrius's newest protectee, and Arnau, one of those who has been traveling with him, well known for his connections with the Vendel League, approaching you.
Ah, 2 more rabbits stuck in my trap. Interesting. No need for that.
And he'll just kind of dismiss them, like they're not even worth his time.
Asshole.
So villain
Cool.
point?
So he'll pause. No, not yet. He'll pause at that because he was waiting for that.
Okay.
And then he will slowly turn.
You have fire. I knew I would like you, Nicoletta.
And then now I will spend a villain point to hurt them. And if I may, oh my God, would it be okay for like another boulder just to come out of nowhere?
Certainly. In a trap that was there all along, the ceiling above the two of you starts to shift, and you watch as these heavy rocks just start crashing down behind you and are coming towards you. You can hear them in multiple parts of the labyrinth. It almost feels like the labyrinth is collapsing around you.
Who's the coward now?
What are you both doing?
Well, I drew my axes because we're being faced with a giant person who seems rather threatening. And Arnau does one thing when he faces giant people who seem rather threatening. He goes into murder mode. So now, with things falling on top of his head, he's cutting them. Trying to, at the very least.
You're trying to cut the boulders that are falling on you.
Yeah, he's not thinking straight. He still
This
is
is the second time one of you has openly attacked masonry. 3 if you count the diamonds. What we got?
You didn't tell me that they was gonna have beef with rocks.
Yeah. Okay. For the record, heavy boulders, not little rocks.
Yeah, that's okay. Not little rocks, big boulders. Yeah, he's in movement mode from like duelist school because they throw things at you and your job is to like get out of the way.
Mhm.
So his thought is suddenly duelist mode of dodge, dodge, maybe block a little bit so that way something doesn't fall on my head, or to like deflect it so that way it doesn't fall on my head. Move, deflect, that kind of stuff.
Okay, so duck and weave. Go ahead and give me. We'll call it your wits and honestly athletics, because it's a combination of do you see it coming and are you fast enough to react to it coming. Nicoletta, how about you?
Nicoletta, I'm gonna go ahead and give you a hero point.
I greatly appreciate that. You must be Marco, no?
Of course. Who else would I be?
I'm not entirely certain. You're a bit more impressive than Demetrius led me to believe.
You know, you look very similar to Sarah.
You knew my sister.
Yes.
I have one left over.
5 with 1 left over. You want to sell?
2 with 1 left over. 2 with 1 left over.
2 with 1 left over. Are you selling?
Yeah.
Yay!
We're at 2 villain points.
Imagine how terrifying it would be to Demetrius to see me in your grasp.
You're not slick.
Look at you and look at
Actually,
me.
Let's give it the risk. Arnau, you are able to avoid the falling rocks, but you are going to take another 3 minor wounds
Ow.
from the damage. Nicoletta, give me your panache and tempt as you are trying to get Marco to want you.
I was trying to be convincing, but okay, fine.
And you have been given the hero point.
I don't think I have that many D10s. Hold on. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7. Oh, that's a lot of 10s. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
6. So show us a 6 degrees of raise, you convincing Marco that he wants you in his possession.
Just think about it, Marco. I've got more than a little bit of beef with Demetrius. He got my sister killed. You want to see him suffer? Take me with you. Bring me to him.
He'll just kind of watch the rocks fall like water and then look at her and watch Arnau struggle with that. He'll smile deviously and we'll look at her and go,
No. You have a point. But you're not going to like the results.
and he will hit her. I will spend a villain point to hit her very hard in the face.
Go ahead.
All right.
And we'll essentially drag her to where Demetrius is to kind of dangle her over the edge, as per se.
All right. So villain point gets you an attack. So you're just coming up with a punch?
You know what? No, I could be as mean as I want, right?
You're a villain.
Yeah.
Oh God, this is so nice. He's going to kind of reach back, and it almost looks like he picks up like a pillar. This just large, massive stone weapon of this just large fucking hammer made of concrete. And he's going to swing it at you very disrespectfully.
All right. Nicoletta, finesse and athletics as you try to mitigate the damage that this is going to do.
Okay. Really? Okay. Well, I just rolled 3 ones.
Ooh. Any successes?
I rolled 3 ones.
Oh, out of your... all right. Wham. Arnau, you are dodging around, and you see Nicoletta shoot a shot, and you see what she's doing. You have maneuvered similarly in the past. What you're not expecting is the whole ass pillar that just crashes down on her, and you see her get smashed against the wall. And Marco comes up and tosses her over his shoulder. What are you doing?
Nicoletta, as he basically is going to attempt to lunge at Marco. To basically, at this point, because he's been dodging the rocks, he's going to try to basically use one to try to basically leap at Marco with an axe to try to get him to drop Nicoletta.
Okay, real quick, Nicoletta, that is going to be 7 minor wounds to you from that hit. And go ahead and Arnau, give me your finesse and aim.
You don't get any bonus from it.
Something. So can I make the argument?
Oh, you're not
for
throwing
melee?
it? I'm sorry, I misunderstood, and I thought you were throwing. So you were just jumping up and you were
launching myself.
Gotcha.
Okay.
Misunderstood. Yeah, weaponry.
Okay. That's a much better
And in
pool
this
for
case,
Elmo.
and in this case, I'm actually going to say it's strength because this is just whole body. Like, there's not a lot of room for glancing. This is.
But this is where being a duelist comes in handy.
It sure does.
Okay, so I actually get an extra one because I have my flare. So is this the right number? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, this is the right number. Okay, so that's now a 6. It's 10. 3 raises?
3 raises. You get in and you manage to knock Nicoletta out of Marco's arms. I'm putting some wounds on Marco's tracker from the glance of the hit. And Marco, laughing, vanishes from in front of the two.
Coward!
This is more sort of Tug getting irritated.
Yeah. He's not calling me that. He's making me do that. Nicoletta, you feel the hit and you fall to the floor. You are still very dazed from the whole column that you took in the face, but you're able to pick yourself up and see that Arnau did manage to knock you out of his arms.
Why did you do that?
If Demetrius were to... If you saw what happened with Verity and Ice Gear when they let you get kidnapped. Do you know? He already doesn't like me, Nicoletta. Do you know how likely it would be that I would die if I let you get kidnapped? Not only that, but also the fact that I'm not going to let one of my best friends in the fucking world get kidnapped by a fucking brute with the sense of a goddamn thief.
She holds up her pistol that's loaded and says, I was going to shoot him in the neck, genius. And she just shoves it back in the holster.
Well, you should have done it already.
Demetrius and Verity. You have your moment where you pull away from the kiss. And you look up, and there on the throne is Marco.
There was no moment.
Marco's like clapping. Just slowly. And then he goes.
Oh. I thought you were saying he was like clapping like, hey.
No.
Like, get a room.
That would have been better.
So I was like, oh, well, that's rude.
And Hill goes,
Yeah.
Continue. Act like I'm not here.
We were.
And just really never could take a hint.
No. This isn't somewhere where you might be in peril. This is just, a place for a lowly woman and a lowly man to kiss and become a couple of sorts.
Jealous.
Actually, yes.
What's the how far is he from us?
Probably you'd say, let's call it about 30 feet.
About 30 feet?
Mm-hmm.
Good. That's in range. And I was like, yeah, I can hit that shot. And
All right. We are now in combat. Obviously, Demetrius is going to be doing his finesse and aim. Verity, what are you doing?
I'm sorry. Sorry.
I didn't even think about that.
Who said that? It's ringing in my ear.
All right. So, what's your approach in the fight, Verity?
I mean, she would probably let Demetrius take the lead since he's fired the first shot. She would get out of his way, and I would say she would basically wait to see if his shot lands and then throw the dagger.
Okay. All right. So, you will also then do aim and finesse and aim.
Yeah, because if he dodges, she's going to be trying to anticipate where he's going to go to avoid the bullet.
Gotcha. How many of you are at 2 dramatic wounds or higher? I know Demetrius. No one else. Okay.
I am at 2 dramatic wounds, but you don't.
You were at 2 dramatic wounds? Okay.
You don't get any dice from it. I won't die here.
Oh, right. I won't die here. So you do not add to the dice pool. So that is going to be. You got your dice handy, Marco?
I will in a second.
1, 2, 3. Could you roll 8 dice for me,
Do you
Marco,
want
and tell me how many raises
you want a hero point, Belle?
I'm pretty good. Aim and finesse and aim and finesse and weaponry are like my big pools.
How many am I rolling again, Dan?
8.
Shit. Okay, hold on.
You're being so nice to me, Dice. That's suspicious.
Yeah. Don't be suspicious. Don't be.
I've been playing Prunella and Marguerite's
can't I roll
dice
this
mixed
well?
together.
Why can't I roll as well as a player?
Stop it.
Like, what the hell? That is 4 raises.
4 raises?
Yeah.
Demetrius, how many for you?
6.
6 raises. All right.
And I also like to activate my one of my quirks. Actually, my Arcana. Activate your virtue the first time you wound a villain during a fight to make her take a dramatic wound in addition to the wounds you normally deal.
All right. So your first hit. Dang. All right. So with the pistol, you do a dramatic wound automatically. That's your first raise. It is then 4 to reload, which you have. You are able to fire it again in this round. This is going to be your full round worth of action, but you have done effectively 3 dramatic wounds worth of damage to the villain in 1 pull and shoot. At which point, Verity, throws the dagger. How many raises for you, Verity? 3. And what is your aim? 2. So you are able to do an additional 2 from the distance. How many throwing daggers does she have? Does she just have the one that she also uses as a Mengush, or does she have multiples in her belt?
She still carries her original dagger.
Mm-hmm.
It's just not in the same place as where she will keep the one for her dueling style. She still has the one that she was using. It just now lives in her boot.
Okay. You are able to pull your boot, but before you get a chance to do anything with it, Marco, you just got your world rocked. You are going to get an action in before the second bullet hits you, but you are going to take almost a full death spiral worth of damage in a single round. What is Marco doing in this moment of getting seriously rocked by Demetrius and Verity?
He is a demon and does not care about pain.
Classic, yeah.
And so he will and just rush forward, and in the process grabbing that big ass pillar.
Mm-hmm.
Oh shit!
Yeah, he does not care. He's like, come on, more, Demetrius, come on. And
is he going at Demetrius or is he going at Verity?
Ooh. Which one will hurt him more? He's going to rush Verity.
All right. Verity, you are going to take, plus the additional dice, you are going to take an additional 5 minor wounds worth of damage as Marco smashes at you with the axe.
For this one, axe, yeah.
So another dramatic wound, a bad cut on Verity as he comes in, and he's standing there between the two of you, and Verity, you are able to get in. That's when the second bullet hits. That's when Verity's able to get in the second dagger throw. And Marco collapses in front of you, laughing as he is bleeding, as he is gushing, and collapses to the ground in front of you. But you see, he is still breathing. His heart is still beating. He's unconscious, but he's not dead.
I'll fix that. And I begin reloading.
So it is going to be 4 raises worth of. So just for the sake of, give me your finesse and aim, and this is entirely just you reloading because you're gonna hit. This is point blank. So if you get 4, if you get 5 raises, you will be able to fire again this round. Verity, you've got 2 daggers in his body right now, and you have your rapier in your possession.
I'm going to give Demetrius a hero point.
All right, Demetrius, that's a hero point from now.
Oh shit!
She's gonna just take her daggers back.
Okay.
The spirit of our now ghost.
Why? Can she try? Is he too fucked up to talk?
He's unconscious.
Oh.
So it would literally be a coup de grace to finish him right now.
Oh, she feels less guilty frisking him while he's kind of still not dead.
Okay.
Look, all the muscles and death and raw meat. Take that however you want.
In another life, after.
Oh, whoa.
So, Verity not interfering, just looking over what he has?
I don't know. I feel like she's in the vibe that Matushka must have helped her get in the wall, and that this guy has nothing to do with her tests. So she's kind of like, I don't think there's any reason for me to stop him from killing you, bro.
Demetrius?
Well,
what are your raises?
as far as reloading, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I got 6.
That's enough to shoot again.
Well, I reload. Is he? I look down. Is
Marco is unconscious, and he is badly, badly hurt. But you have seen him be this badly hurt before.
Yeah.
Marco is incredibly resilient. You don't trust that he will just bleed out. So it's a matter. He is helpless and at your mercy. Do you kill him or do you not?
Nah, she'd stop him. She would not let him kill him. How do we get out of here?
Cock the gun. Kind of pointed over at him.
What does Verity do to stop him? Once he's
As soon as it occurs to her that they have no idea what's going on or how they got in here or how to get out, this guy's kind of the only way they know of. So she'd be like, wait, we could be trapped here forever.
That is a very, very evil man.
We should be trapped in the wall with the spirit of an evil man forever. You think he is that level of evil? Are we saving the world right now, sacrificing our lives?
He kind of looks over at Verity. Thank you. And holsters his gun. And this has not been really a great day.
It has not, and she would literally just kick Marco and then
You know, I've done some of the worst things in the world, you know, with that guy next to me. He's a reminder of my worst.
he seems like he'd be fun at parties.
Oh, he was surprisingly, but
A hoot.
yeah, it wasn't much for conversation. Yeah, it was one of the reasons I stopped.
How did you get in here? What did you do?
I saw something shiny and I touched it.
She'd look around for something shiny immediately. She'd be like, is there something shiny nearby?
As you look around, sitting on Marco's throne is the gem.
Is there anything else around Marco's throne?
Not really. Not here. Not in this room. Like supplies for troops, the cots, things like that.
Do we hear anything?
What's your notice?
I now have. I think I have 2.
Yeah.
You listen and you can hear
work for that too.
You can hear distant rumblings, but not quite as ominous as when the boulder was coming in. There's clearly motion and movement around somewhere underground, but it's really hard to get a direction on.
Well, last time I touched that jewel, it kind of ported me. So, you know, can you slowly, you want to grab it at the same time?
No, you can grab it.
Are you all like holding hands or anything, or is Demetrius
No.
just doing it on his own?
She's just gonna see.
Okay.
Alrighty. Wish me luck. And I reach out and grab it.
You grab it, and both of you feel like you are falling out of the mosaic wall. And Demetrius, the gem is still in your hand with the weight that you remember it having.
Ah. All right.
Nicoletta and Arnau, as you are stumbling forward, trying to move, having this moment of, why did you say I was going to shoot him, blah, 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 blah. And suddenly you come to very familiar, massive copper doors, and they are open.
The same copper doors we walked in?
Very similar to the ones that were on the outside of the other star chambers.
Sketches to be made.
Nicoletta, I just had a thought.
Did it hurt?
Yeah, actually, very badly. All right, that might just be my ankle. But if a zombie walking into one of these things makes it a massive, monstrous zombie, what happens when a vampire crosses this threshold?
That is a good question, but I do not think it is one we are going to have answered here. Matushka has informed me that vampires are not allowed in her land.
Did you bring your flower?
Not on... It's on the ship.
We might want to bring your flower next time.
I'm not carrying a 4-foot reliquary around everywhere. What is the matter with you?
Or just a clipping?
So sorry, Mouse.
I'm just thinking. We're literally... We've seen multiple vampires. Would it be good to know what happens?
I might have something. She'll dig around. Is there might be a leaf in her bag somewhere?
Would she have brought a petal or something? That's up to you.
Probably, yeah. Like a petal, sure.
All right. So you have a petal of a black rose.
Pulls it out. Not certain
Walk
what we
in.
can do with this.
He's gonna take it, and then he's gonna sort of start to, like, hold it through the what would be the threshold that made the zombie big last time.
You see the petal, which had gotten dry, it was preserved for travel. It suddenly looks alive again, like it had just been plucked from a rose. That is the only change.
And then when I pull it back,
It remains. It is, and also it is still notably a black rose. Now, the petal doesn't have any thorns, so you don't know. But it now looks like a healthy, recently plucked black rose petal.
I'm not bringing that giant-ass bush down here. We're not doing that. No.
well, no, not down here, but we've already been here, so we don't need to bring the bush down here. Like, we've already got the bush. The bush is upstairs, and so we just need to take the bush to a different place.
I mean, traditionally it's downstairs, but okay.
It depends on the bush. You'd be surprised.
Anyway. We are all adults, lads, lasses, and lovelies.
We are adults. We are adults. We are adults.
Is this
Are we
having,
adults?
There's an axolotl.
there's an axolotl at the time.
Okay.
Bar.
So, as you You all are now have access, and as you walk into the Star Chamber, you watch as the various gems start to glow, almost like it's being activated by something. And whereas the star maps you've been in to this point have been dull and only illuminated by whatever lights you had, these have a glow to them. Makes them a lot easier to draw out a map.
I say, yeah, Nicoletta's doing the same thing she's done at all the rest of the star charts. She's making a picture photocopy of everything she sees.
Mm-hmm. As you cross-reference, you're looking at, and this isn't giving you as much new data as previous things that you'd looked at, because as more and more of them are coming in, it's more confirming other things you noticed as you were cross-referencing. You are under the impression that this star chamber was based around the winter season, and based on the positions of the stars and things that you're seeing. The moon phase is interesting. You are able to narrow down on a location in Vestin Manavinyar on where you might look for the next star chamber, or rather the where the next star chamber was going to be built. Everything that you've seen to this point indicates to you that the one in Vestin Manavinyar was never completed, but one was set to be constructed at some point. And you have a mountain that you're not particularly familiar with, because Nicoletta's not studied too much of the geography of Vestin in her time. And it's actually around this time, Asgeir, real quick, Asgeir, as you ran down to chase the two of them, a lot happened in the maze. Like, you were feeling like you were maybe catching up to them, and then heavy rocks fell and blocked off a path. So what has Asgeir's general approach been to trying to figure out how to get to them?
Like, we'll take a turn, see that there's rocks and everything that have fallen from the sky. Yeah, no, they went this way. And just like, all right, climb over this rock. God, probably one like falls late, and he just like bats it away with his axe. Like, God, fucking, I miss all the fun stuff.
You are moving and running and dodging in and out and around things, and finally, we'll go ahead and say, just for time's sake, right around now, as Nicoletta's in the midst of mapping things. What's Arnau doing in the Star Chamber while Nicoletta is mapping?
Arnau's probably holding up the black petal up to some of the lights that are glowing. Try to see if he can make out the chlorophyll lines in the petal.
Oh yeah, you can see the lines in the petal. It looks healthy. Like, this isn't a petal that knows it's dead.
It's not like pulsing or anything like that.
Nothing particularly magical, but it just looks like a healthy, well-kept petal. Like, you would expect this petal to have come from a very healthy rose plant.
He's gonna take out his own journal, and he's going to start sketching it out from like sketching out the lines and the chlorophyll lines for the petal, because he's going to take it back and compare it to a regular healthy petal off of a rose to see if there's any other biological differences.
Sure, you're able to map that out fairly easily, and we'll say this is what Asgeir sees as he runs into the chamber, probably ready for the world to be ending, but all is relatively quiet.
Oh, good. I found him. Ooh, you're alive. Hey, what are you guys doing?
Asgeir?
Yeah.
You look like you've seen a ghost.
No, just Matushka. Again.
But why would Matushka make you pant like that? Are you... Asgeir.
You and Nikki, like, no offense, Nikki, you're unsupervised. You're volatile, and Nikki's not exactly a combatant.
Volatile? Volatile?
Yourself.
I have been the most stable member of this party for the last. You look at
Or no.
Demetrius
Or no.
and
Or no.
Verity, and you call me unstable?
Speaking of them, was you know what? I'm not gonna tell you now. Nikki. Nikki. I saw them. I saw them do it.
They were.
What?
They were. They were.
I
They were
saw
doing what
them
in the most?
kiss in the wall.
Kiss.
In the wall.
Yeah, the slidey tile thing you went and kissed. It's got to mean they did it, right?
Askia, what have I told you about giving him meat when we're not on the ship?
But I'm asking.
I said, Anna, what have I told you about giving Askia meat when we're not on the ship?
I didn't give him any meat.
I don't believe you.
I lost all of my money, Nicoletta.
We're in a land where a goddess that protects children tests us not once but twice, and them kissing in the wall is the strange part.
I rolled a 2. Your options are she doesn't believe you.
Look,
Wait. And he pulls out the paper he had. I rubbed it.
That's his choice of words.
I knew that.
I hear your artistry is very good. I am concerned while you're drawing art of our friends and
But you can
party
clearly see that
members.
this is in fact a rubbing.
Well, good for the both of them, I suppose. It's better than having them half at each other's throats all the time.
Now they're just in each other's throats in a different way.
That is their business. They are grown adults and none of mine. Not my circus, not my monkeys.
So, as you are looking at all this, Nicoletta, you are able to point out to Asgear the better location on where the potential site for the new Star Chamber was going to be. And when she points that out, Asgear, it's one of the mountains in Camp Nistfell,
I know that place.
very near to where you were trained.
I've been not there, but I've been very close. I know those mountains.
You think you could get us there?
Easily. Well, some of you may die, but it's part of the fun.
It's a sacrifice you are willing to make?
Yes.
I don't like dying, but I've been invested in Minavanyar before, so I think I'm fine. Are you
You've
talking
dodged all
about
the assassins so far.
You'll
dodge
be
is
fine.
what I do to them? That's what we'll say.
Verity. You have the sensation of passing through a void. One moment you're watching Demetrius pick up the gem, the other you're feeling the sensation of movement. And all around you, everything is dark and insubstantial. Like, not complete blackness, but it's like black on dark blue, like this. And it's cold around you in a way that it hasn't been since you've been underground. And in front of you, you see Domovoy. You did good.
Oh, there you are. You didn't come into the wall with me. I was worried that you got crushed by that boulder.
Oh, no. I am difficult to harm.
That's good.
You've pursued him. Did you know what would happen?
Well, no. But I couldn't just leave him trapped in a wall.
Not even knowing for sure it was him you protected him.
Why wouldn't it be him?
He smiles. You've been warned before. You know what it means to pursue what you are pursuing. People are not simply given Matushka's power. Do you know?
What?
They are called lessons. Lessons must be learned to receive Matushka's gifts. The best
That is
behaved
a
child
lesson?
in the world would not receive her magic because he did not need to be taught the lesson.
And that was a lesson?
No, that was the willingness to learn. You are willing to learn, yes?
I suppose.
You want her gifts?
I want to learn.
He nods. I like you. I'll miss you when it's time for you to go. But I must remain in the house. By opening this chamber, you will have helped those who live here. And now it is time for the lesson to begin.
Oh, good.
And he steps forward and he reaches up and he boops your nose. And it feels strange as he does it. Demetrius, you step out of the wall. And in your hand, still, like I said, is the gem, just as it was, the right weight. Everything feels right. And in front of you is an old woman. Demetrius Penn. The great Demetrius Penn. The thief of virtue, yes?
That is what they say.
Is it true? Do you steal virtue?
I have a feeling that I was talking to Matushka.
A clever boy as well.
My companions have been mumbling horror stories and revelry. I don't know if I am a stealer of virtues. I think I'm just a thief.
You did go rather quickly to the treasure, but you spared your opponent, even one as disrespectful and harmful as that Marko Petrovich.
Can I ask a question?
Yes.
If you punish people, how is Marko allowed in your territory?
Monsters have their uses. Those that cannot learn lessons can sometimes be used to teach others theirs. I needed to see what you are about, Demetrius Penn. You protected the women and the children in the village. You have your greed, your anger, but you also listen, particularly to Verity. This, and she pauses, Sarah, looms large in your heart yet, but a man can have more than one love. A man can love gold and still fight for nobility, so long as he can make choices when they need to be made. Your party brings great danger with you, but you also bring great potential. So let me tell you this, Demetrius Penn. Even now, Nicoletta maps the star chart. Even now, you come closer to your goals. Ar now risked his life in a great heroic act to see to it that your enemy did not get a hold of her. It was not maybe the best considered of her own plan, but an act of protection done selflessly. You deserve to know such a thing.
I may have misjudged him. I will
You have all
never.
misjudged each other in ways. He is not so evil as he would believe himself to be. There is darkness, but I can work with darkness. There's one last thing. Verity, Laris, Victoire, Couture.
It does have a nice room.
She will need your patience. She has a lesson to learn. You cannot save her from that lesson. However, you can aid her while she learns it for herself. Are you prepared for such a task, Demetrius Penn?
Does this... well, the Taz doesn't have me fighting Usuran giants. Or anything outside of what we were already fighting. I'll be by her side as long as she'll have me.
Well, then see for yourself. She will emerge as well. And Demetrius, you turn, and standing where you thought Verity was right behind you, oddly quiet this whole time, you see a large Usuran bear. And with that, we are going to bring this episode to a close. Thank you so much to Basics of the Game for hosting us. Thank you to Dragon of the Dark Rose for everything else you do. But before we cut away entirely, far to the north, in the mountain ranges of Usura, Marco, you are strapped to a wall, chained there. Around you are the corpses of every man you brought into these mountains, picked away, eaten by birds and other wild animals as you watched. And Matushka steps out of the shadows and approaches you. Marco Petrovich, the ghost thwarted you. And you have no memory of facing. You know who she's talking about, but you weren't down there. You've been here for a couple of years now. The gem, that bright ruby, it is again back in his possession. Have you learned the consequences of bringing your type of villainy into my lands?
Oh, mother. Maybe.
There are yet more lessons to be learned, Marco. But it seems I will need to take more care in how you learn them. And she holds up her hand, which elongates into a series of roots that jam into your chest and then rip out a beating heart. But you don't die. Now I know your heart remains in my hands. I have a task for you. Tell me, Marco, what do you know of vampires? And cut.